All right, hello everybody. We're going to review this property. It's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Basically, $40 million. There's parts about it I like, parts about it I hate, and I'll tell you why. Number one, it's in Fort Lauderdale. It's very incredible. It's a beautiful property, but it has some limitations. Number one, look at it. It's right on the water, right? And it's a very small lot. You don't get a lot of land in Fort Lauderdale. It's all about being on the water and there's water views. This is the guy whose video he that I'm talking over. If you want to see the original video, he makes excellent videos. Go check him out. But I'm going to talk about it from my angle. Look at it. Look at that. Those views is what it's all about. And, it's very interesting. And let's begin. So you got the front, you got this very modern black and white, stacked 3-story. And you got these wooden planks in the front, and that pattern repeats throughout. Look at the sidewalk, dirty sidewalk. I think you could have blasted that, made it shiny, and it would have appealed to the rest of the property. Kind of a bad start. So you're at the end here. It's a little bit of a cul-de-sac, and you're right on the corner of the. And I can see the security camera here. This lighting up here is really nice. You got the foliage going around. Very nice little landscaping on this little tiny piece here. Okay, I want you to look at this right here. See this bracketing and then these glass panels. I'm going to talk about this more. It's a little bit distracting, but these wooden, it almost looks like, at first it kind of looks like a little bit of a spa, but then it almost has almost like a prison type of feel, and I'll explain it. Number one, I don't like glass next to the window. Break the glass, reach your arm around, or you could just walk right in at that point. And for $40 million, I'd want a little bit more security than that. But this guy's got probably more security than what's obvious. So you'll see that later on. But you go up, it's an oversized door, high-end door. This very kind of modern design is very consistent with the neighborhood. The little wooden trellises right here, trying to grow things. It looks more like a small little suburbia type of growing rather than professional landscaping. So you can pull in here. These open up, and what are you going to do? You're going to come in here and then turn around. How are you going to get your boat sideways to get it on that boat lift? Okay, see the security camera here. And I just saw that. You're going in. You're going to be fake plant right here. Okay, you're going to have this nice landscaping out here, all this, and you're going to have a fake plant. And but it's all about these views. Look up. Remember, that's kind of weird. It looks like you're in a big mall. Artwork is okay. It's a little inconsistent with the rest of the house, but that's okay. Weird little fake plant here. I don't know what you're going to use that table for. I don't know. You overfill the pot and it starts to overflow. You can got a little to catch the water. Don't hit your head on this corner right here. Yeah, wonder if that ever happens. You just got to think about this, is little things. So you go in, you got this kind of blocking your view. You have this weird window that kind of looks into your garage, which is nice. You're kind of a little peekaboo at the garage. Look at my fantastic cars, and that's kind of nice. But okay, you got to back these cars in. What if you back it in a little bit too much? Because there's enough space here where you could put like one car there, one car there. You go a little too. You swing that door open, bam. Okay, look at this wine rack. It's all black. These lines. It's you can't see the wine. It's very distracting. You can't see the garage. Okay, I see lines on the marble here. Maybe that's something else, but it illuminates. Yes, and that's nice. A lot of illumination throughout this whole house. So solid countertops, maybe, except for I see lines here. Quality house, I'd expect no lines. Okay, these little lights are very interesting, very Miami, very Fort Lauderdale. They change colors. These chairs look like they belong in an office. Okay, you got these light bulbs up here. I always wonder how the hell do they change these lights out? But so you got these screens, right? Okay, what I found is rich people, $40 million, they're not spending much time watching TV. Okay, these speakers, they're very bold. I don't know if I want to see them. I don't know what this is, but look, the aesthetics, okay? It's not happening. You got white, you got black, you got this wood here, dark. What's this shelf up here? What are you going to put up there? A little statue, maybe? Okay. So, these chairs, they don't look extremely comfortable. I'm sorry, they might be, but they kind of don't look it. Okay, just the visual flow of the house. This is kind of weird. The stacked TVs, never seen that before. The flagpole. Oh my gosh, I was stationed in a base that had a flagpole, and that thing. It looks nice. It's a good concept, but when the wind blows, that thing clanks, clank, clank. The rope banging against the metal pole. It's so annoying. Okay, so you got this great view, and you always have these big windows because you want to see this view, but then you darken it out with this dark. Why are you blocking the view? That's the money shot. Blue accent up there. That's nice. It's good. It's not great. I like these speakers to be hidden or something. Okay, there's a little room back here, and you're going to see these chairs. It's okay. Kind of keeping with the flowing wood bars. Okay, so here's the garage, right? So the checkerboard looks nice, compliments on that. The overhead lights really bring out, some of the details of the cars. I, I would like, I think, a wider garage, but obviously you're not going to get that, and maybe in such a tight little lot spot. This is all very high end, but then you have these storage lockers right here. I mean, okay, you got shelving here, and you got this. You got stacks of tubs right here, like Kmart tubs or something, DeWalt tubs. I don't know. I think we can do a little bit better than that. I'm not necessarily seeing an automatic garage door opener. So $40 million, I got to go and heave ho this garage. I hope not. Maybe it's hidden someplace. But okay, you want to back two cars up. Obviously, they're not going to be very big cars, and you don't got a lot of room. You're pretty much backing it right up here to the end, and you got a whole lot of room right here. I don't know if you want to park two cars side by side. That's, like I said, a little too tight. Okay, so this window doesn't go all the way to the floor. I thought it did, but no, I think I'd want these cars like coming down the middle, not all the way over here on the right hand side. And so you're kind of maximizing space on the left and right with the cars parked, getting in and out, rather than creating all this unneeded space over here. I don't know what you're going to do with all that. But anyway, moving on. Gorgeous floors. I do like it. It's like a little racetrack checker flag. These stacked tubs, I can't get over it. What the hell is all that? Is this oh, that's cabinets? I think that's cabinets right there. Okay, yeah, obviously he's not a tool guy. Not much of a tool guy. He's got his little beer fridge right here. Wait, go back. Okay. He's got a okay, this is like a little Sears $150 plain white refrigerator here. This guy's got some amazing high-end features in his kitchen, and he's got a very cheap refrigerator here. And none of this is built-in cabinetry here. This, I think this could be a little bit more stylish, especially if you're going to have it as open with all these windows wrapping around. Seems like you'd want to do it a little bit, but it's really throwing me off. Okay, keep going. What's up? The junk. You can't clean this up a little bit for the show. And then you come in, it's got this little, right next to the living room. Okay, you got the bathroom right here, run and take a break during the commercial, during halftime or whatever. But look at this bookend marbling. I don't like the color too much. What is that? That's like a brownish green, I think. But it's amazing. So not only do you have matching bookend marble tiles right here, you also, it continues on this side. You see that? So it continues on this side. So it goes up and then down, up, down, up, down. So it's a four-cut bookend marbling. That's very nice. High-end features. Look at these heads. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. 6 heads. Look at that. That'll take care of business quick. All right. little bit of brown in there, a little bit of gold. And then, okay, you have another lounge. That I do not understand this. Okay, so maybe you want to watch, two people want to watch two different things. So you're watching the game on the big TV, and then somebody else wants to watch something else. So I guess they can retreat to this area, and oh, you get the little room with the little TV. This looks like a not very expensive couch. I'm a little surprised. I'm not sure what this is. This might be hopefully sound dampening. It might be just decoration. But notice there's none of the crazy speakers going around here. Nice little bar. Look at that. Look at that little fridge. That's nice. That's fun. Great views of the water. This guy's got some high-end liquor. Take a look at the boats. Nice. Very nice. And that's what you're paying for right there, is that view. So you might as well have it in every single room, because that's the money shot right there. And he talks about that. So you come out and it flows. It's a big space, wide open space. Excellent, excellent. Okay. This little thing over here where the cabinets is, I love this. I love this. Typically, let me freeze your hair. So typically he talks about it too. You really don't see these where you see the china, the fine china, and then there's like some silver work in here. It's very nice. Normally you don't see it in high-end homes. They have it behind cabinets. It's tucked away, and you don't see the china. You know, in normal houses, people have their china in their cabinets, the pantries and stuff. Sometimes they'll have like the little glass front windows, but normally it's tucked away. You know. Here, this guy proudly shows it off too. I don't know if there's anything special about it. It doesn't look very special. Now, the middle part, the silver, that looks special. And these chairs look okay. The lighting fixture, that's really neat. Again, the blue. It's a little much. The blue's not really matching anything else in the house, but you know, it's keeping with the Miami. Look at that flow. Custom chair, custom table. The chairs flow right into it. Okay, pause here. We got to talk about this pool here. Okay, you're doing laps. Everybody can see you. Maybe you're like that. Maybe you're a little bit of an exhibitionist. You know, but look, your people are out here walking around, and your significant other, and you get this person over here looking at your people going by looking at your people. You are on full display, no privacy. I'm wondering if these windows are one-way glass, like you can see out but you can't see in. That would be nice. That would be really nice. I don't think it is, though. I don't think it's the case. I think these people like showing off a little bit. But the table's good. You got this little artwork here, almost like a carved driftwood or something. These little orbs, the lights are beautiful. It's kind of got a little bit of a 70s vibe to it. But you have like maybe a formal dining room here. And then you look at this cabinet. So you got the little silverware in there. What is that? It's like Turkish tea pots or something. It's kind of plain. Like I said, I don't know if there's anything special about it. But look at this bookend marbling on that countertop either. It's very nice. It's muted. It's not shiny. It's purposely dull. And I think that's good. You don't need everything shiny. Got your high-end coffee maker here. Got your wine rack. Refrigerator. Okay, this is a pizza maker. And I kind of like a pizza maker outside. If you're going to go where you want a whole pizza maker type of thing, I want it to be brick, and I want it to be masonry, and I want it to be outside. Because how the hell are you going to clean that? The traditional, the fire that's involved with that. But okay, so you got more of a formal table. This is like informal, and then you have the kitchen with a slightly different marble on it. But still it's that matte finish, which I really like. This is the clean kitchen. This is the entertaining kitchen. Don't be fooled. Look at that backsplash. It's got the grooves in it. Okay, when cooking, it's all about the splashing, right? And I'm thinking, wow, you're gonna have to clean out each one of them grooves to keep that thing clean. It's just the grease comes. Got the pot filler. You know what? I want a pot filler with a water filter on it. I want all the water in my house to be filtered. And these pot fillers look a little like they're not being filtered. Maybe it's a internal system, hopefully. But the sink is okay. It looks kind of weird. It's got like more of an industrial grade. I kind of like the farmer where it comes more to the edge, or kind of, you know, you ever seen the farmer sinks? It's a little bit bigger than this. This is kind of more of like almost like a prep type of sink, if you ask me. But I don't know a whole lot about kitchens. I just kind of know what I look like, what I like. Okay, I think there's a lady in the house, obviously putting these little plants in here. It looks nice, the decor. We're going to talk more about this sculpture. It's horrible. But the true kitchen, they have the chef's kitchen. And that's normally hidden. That's back here. Oh, look, all the little trinket things. Looks like feel like you're in suburbia. Like grandmotherly things back here for cooking. Got an apron and everything. Got two slushy machines. Yeah, this is a party house. This is clearly a house for entertaining. And this is where the real magic happens. This is where the delicious foods, that is made. Again, horrible backsplash. I hate that. And I like that it's all one solid piece, but it's all about keeping it clean. And I don't really see that happening with all them ridges as easily. Little measuring things. Look at that. This plant back here is getting no light at all. You got your washer and dryer, but obviously that's not for clothes. That's probably for the napkins and towels from the table and everything. Little office. It's a little weird. It's a little office. It's a lot of light. A little bit hard to the light reflecting from onto your computer and everything from that. Okay, these stairs are really nice, but they kind of have a corporate look to them. Yes, I would want stairs. I'd want glass stairs. Look at this choking throat thing. Um, and then you got the wood paneling thing that kind of continues out here with this. That looks nice, very comfortable. A lot of deck space. Again, you got this darkened paneling that kind of goes around. Look at that fan. The fan's pretty incredible. That thing looks like it can really cool down the situation. And you get the lights up there. That looks good. It's fun. This is a fun house. A little light in the center there. I'm wondering how those get changed out. Do you got to pull the whole thing out? Does it ever go out? Do LED lights ever need to be changed out? Oh God, you just think, so self-conscious. We got a little tiny bar. So you got that incredible bar over there. You got another little bar over here, a little sink, the hot tub. Okay, that's some murky water. Couldn't you put in, I don't know. Look at this water. Oh my God, this looks like Chesapeake Bay or something. It's not clean. Okay, I understand it's a little bit of an overcast day, right? But I'd be so embarrassed if I was the owner. I'd be like, no, look at this little bathroom towel out here. Really, you're gonna have that on the outside? I think you'd want a little bit better than that. This little grass area kind of looks like a little bit like AstroTurf. It might be, but this is so embarrassing. You can't even see. I don't know. It's like, when's the last time the owner's been there? They need to call the pool guy. I don't know what this little table is. He was saying, the original guy for the video, he was saying this is like grass for dogs. And then he kind of starts to refer to it as like a party patio for, that's nice though. In the hot tub, you hop up on here, kick your feet around, go into the pool, go from the hot to the cold, the hot to the cold. That's really nice. Yeah. How many people are slipping on this? Okay. Yeah. So they want to get to your hot tub, right? This is slick, shiny marble. That's slick, shiny marble. You walk in, it's wet. It's wet. Okay. You walk from here to there. Somebody's cracking their head on this thing. Not the way I would do it. But okay, having the pool right next, the hot tub right next to the pool, that is nice. That part is really nice. Okay, I get it. You want this like little island effect, but all you're doing is you're just tempting fate at this point, stepping from there to there. You got to think about these things. Little fire thing over here, that's nice. Um, we continue. Look at that. Is that bar wet? It looks like it just got finished raining or something. Oh God, this bathroom tile. Or, a little subway, little brick style tile there. Uh, didn't like it too much. This gray paneling. Okay, there it is. That's the money right there. That's what it's all about. Yep. Yep. You go down there. Hopefully this rope is removable. So when people tie up here, you can move the rope and facilitate people getting on board and off the boat. Got cleats on the pilings. That's interesting. What's this little table here? What is that? It almost looks like a vent or something. What's this little grass thing over here? Why is that there? Okay. So, all right, this thing, it just, I don't like it. It don't. It's just look, I'm an art guy. I understand. Like the water comes shoots out of here, and it looks like rain or hair or something. It looks like choking to me. And you walk by, and you really don't see the face. And you have to be almost up here looking down, then you're seeing like a forehead and a nose. I was like, all right, we can't do a little bit better than this. This looks like it's bronzed, and I guess that's nice. I think there's some hidden hose is in there, and that causes the waterfall effect. Um, when I saw this on, it looked like it was incredibly loud. Like when this thing's on, you can't be out here having a conversation at all. More security cameras right there. It's very loud. But I think it's almost like they wanted something to do with this corner and they didn't quite know what to do. And so they got this long neck, like, like the African people, the tribes, they got the long necks with the rings. That's kind of what it reminds me of, which is kind of gross, if you ask me. Um, but this is nice. Look at that. You're so close to the water right there. I wonder how high the water gets to when it starts to storm. I wonder if they ever get any, how close they are to the ocean. In which case, you get any waves right there. Again, this dark paneling going around, and look at all these studs. It's very disruptive. I hate that tile. Okay, this is nicer here. Let's talk about this boat ramp here. So, with this boat ramp, this is high end here. So you can get in here easily. And then as it lower down, it gets further away. You got to have somebody tending the lines as this thing goes down because obviously your lines are going to go from being uh, tight to loose. So that's good. I have to think about this some more. Nice boat though. It kind of almost looks like a rescue boat. Looks almost like a Coast Guard boat. But he's got a couple toys out here. Look at that and that. Um, the pit, the stupid pit. I've seen so many people drunk at patio parties and they fall. They just fall. They're not paying attention and boom. And it's okay when you land on the little cushion here, which you got to replace every time it rains. And it looks like it rains a lot in Florida. These things get kind of mildewy underneath and they're kind of gross when the water collects there for a while. A little fire pit. That's starting to get a little outdated, if you ask me. I don't think fire pits are as amazing as now as they first were. Bracketing, all this bracketing. Again, you're blocking out the view. Okay, back into the house. So he's going to go upstairs. Okay, so everybody, oh, look, everybody's got amazing stairs, right? You know what people don't have? They have elevators too. And this house has an elevator. You know what I'd want? I'd want an escalator, a golden escalator. And then if the escalator breaks, you just have stairs. But who's got an escalator in the house? That is bragging rights right there. So look at this coffered ceiling. It's done in a untraditional way. Normally you see it in kind of like a box version. A lot of lines separating me from my view. This piece here, the centerpiece, is mediocre. I hate the art here, hate the art there. Okay, you can do a lot better with your art, pal. This is like not good. And this is, oh God, it looks like a cheap hotel right there. Okay, more of the blue thing going on. Again, this blue is not really reflective in the rest of the themes of the house. Okay, they got a little bit on the board, the floorboards right there. Did you see that? Um, Another little kitchen up here, a little coffee maker. This is the upstairs where the guest rooms are. That's nice. I think for my bedroom, I'd want the bathroom attached, and I would in the bathroom I would want a coffee maker. Here's the real laundry up here. Come down the hall. These hallways are a little bit tight. There's a man cave that this guy has that's incredible. This furniture, okay, $40 million house. This is your furniture, really, really. It's okay. The artwork. This guy seriously suffers from a lack of art in his house. Nice. Look at these lights in here. Okay, nice. So your entryway. Oh, look at that rain shower head. Again, 6. There's the bed. There's your neighbors. They get up looking at you. You're looking at them. Oh, nice. Look, people in the parking lot. Look, here's the rule. If you can see them, they can see you, pretty much. Unless it's, like I said, the one-way glass, you're going to be having a problem. I'm not buying it. And it's like, and neighbors right there. You got all kinds of people turning in that little cul-de-sac area all hours of the day. Delivery trucks, people getting furniture delivered at 9 o'clock on a Sunday, and you're trying to sleep in or whatever. No, no thanks. Um, Kind of a very low profile bed. Nice little patio right there. It's you got all this. Um, let's look at that. Think about this here. So you have all these gigantic windows, huge windows in the house for these unobstructed views. And then you have this. You have this poling in here, which really taking away the view. This type of mounting is not great. Let's continue. Is that a headboard? That's nice. Flooring's nice. Okay, bathroom. Oh, whoa. Okay, these windows. Okay, let's think about this. So that's your neighbor. Okay, your neighbor's there looking down at you. Oh gosh. Oh, why don't these people think about this? I don't understand. I really don't. Why would you want that? A ladder? Come on. What is going on? A ladder. Yeah, it's so close. You could reach out your patio and shake your neighbor's hand on his patio. Um, but you can lay in bed and watch the boats go by. That's what it's all about right there. You can hear your flag clanking, the ropes clanking on the pole right there. Yeah, all hours, day and night. But I like the fact that it's at this cross section, so it looks like it goes back there. It's another canal passageway back there. Obviously, there's one over here, there's one over there, so you get a lot of cross traffic. You like seeing them boats, you're going to be seeing a lot of it. You got these brackets down here. They're so ugly. Yes, the doors slide open. They slide shut. French doors, anybody? French doors are nice. So beige. So beige. What is that? What the heck is that? Okay. So this, I think, is going into the closet. Wow. Look at this closet. Looks like you're in a department store. Why would you do that? Why are you going to keep the boxes and put it on display like that? I can see where some people like that. But So they have the table with the glass in it, so you can look down and see your items, right? You ever see the things where you hit the button and it rolls and you can kind of see one item and then the next one, the next one, the next one? I think that would be cool. So he has some ties right there. What about the rest of them? I want to see all the ties. I want to have it be on a rotating thing where I hit the button, it just kind of goes and flips around and where I can see it. This showcase effect is interesting. I don't like it. It looks like a lot of junk crammed in there. A little bit too much. Okay, junk up there, junk up there. How about really good lighting? I don't think you need this up here. Plus, with these bars, what are you doing? You're just blocking it out, making yourself feel like you're in prison. This is actually not that big of a closet. Yeah, you got all this over here, and you got some right there. But somebody at that income level, I think that they would be having substantially more clothes. I know I would. This is nice, a little vanity. Um, Mirror situation could be a little bit better. The little close-ups, those are good. Is what it is. It's not my thing. I think the ladies appreciate a vanity a lot more. Okay, they all adjust. Yes, like every hotel room. Here's the bathroom. Okay, what's the biggest problem with this bathroom? What the hell is that? Is that a bathtub? A wooden bathtub with a lid. A lid? Okay, these countertops are nice. I like that red, that brown, the black. I like this. The black, the hammered metal on the inside. I think I want my metal shiny. But like, okay, we get it. Like all the mirrors light up. We get it. Stop playing with them. You got the floor that in the shower area there. So it's got a shower option. You got a tub option. But you got to lift this thing off. It kind of looks like a coffin. Okay. And then where the hell do you put it? Can you imagine dropping that thing on your foot? Okay, so it goes from the black to the beige right there, and you're right in front of your windows. Again, these expeditionists, I don't know what the heck they're thinking. So you got these dying plants out here. Somebody needs to water your plants. Okay, you get this weird coffin bathtub made out of wood. Why? Okay, look at these bars. How do you not feel like you're in an institution? Nice. Look at the water. Okay, can we get the water off the balcony? Why is the water settling on the balcony like that anyway? It seems like it should be sloped to an angle. Okay, you tell me. These buds are here. Are they lined up, or are they going boom, 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 boom? Are they? My OCD is looking at these and thinking that they are not lined up. That would drive me nuts. Okay, nice. Okay. So you get these wraparound windows. You want the view. Okay. Clearly, this person is buying this house because they want to look at boats go by all day long. Right? I understand that. Um, why do you have this shaded then? These lower plate glass pieces, these panels, and why do you have this ugly ass furniture out here? It's do you want to see your furniture so you're laying in bed so you can see your furniture? Do they sell clear furniture for outdoor patio area? Maybe white would be better. It seems like this is kind of dark. It's not necessarily what I want to see. It's not the view. If anything, I'd be shoving it way over to the side so it's not obstructing my view going this way down here. Got the blue lights up there. It's nice. It is. Oh, this is really cool. I've not seen this, and I don't know how these lock, but this opens up, and this corner is like a freed up corner. So you got to be sure to step over your threshold right there. I can see people tripping over that a lot. And but you step over the threshold, and you can open up your corner. But does it go further? Can you open up the whole wall? Can you keep sliding it open and have the whole thing open? That would be cool. This rain thing is stupid. Um, that's okay for like the outside of the house, but I don't know if I want to. Okay, you got a camera right there. Um, Nice. This is where I'd be, right there on that corner. And go back. Look how thick that glass is right there on the corner. And this kind of plays in. Look how thick it. We're talking like half an inch, 3/4 of an inch glass right there. Double plated. You see that? Um, yeah, it's just that view. That's where I would be. I'd be watching them boats go by all day long. I bet there were binoculars too. Hate the artwork. There's no big chandelier right there that's visible. It's all the way up here. It's just this little light feature. Nice. See downtown. The rug is crooked. The rug is ugly. Okay, this is funny. Let's talk about this. Okay, these dumbbells. So this is great. So you're working out and you got this great view, right? Motivation. Um, these dumbbells, have you ever seen it, been at a gym and somebody fumbles the dumbbells and they go back that way? They go back behind the rack. Okay, when there's a wall there, the wall gets whacked. So let's go back here for a second. I would put these dumbbells, I would move this rack, I'd put it over here, put it right there next to that wall, or here, right below the TV. So that way you can stand here and you can look out. It's not blocking your view, which you want the view. And you fumble the dumbbell and you're going to bust your glass. So bad spot for that. And the barbell, it looks like it's a locked-in ride system, so you don't got to worry about these. But again, the plates, you're taking the plates off and on manually. And, you get the swing in, them plates, and that glass is right there. Just a bad combination. I'd be having plenty of room between the weights and the glass. See, look. Okay. You take this plate off, right? Ugh. Swing just a little bit too much. Bam. Right there. You fumble that dumbbell right there. Bam. Right there. And then look, it's not good. It's really, that is a problem. But a lot of people don't think about that. I would say turn this around, put it in this corner down here, so you're facing this way. So when you sit up, you're actually looking that way instead of sitting up and looking at the wall. $40 million house, I would have better furniture, better workout equipment than this. What is this? This is your leg machine right here? Come on, you can do better. I mean, oh, really? You're going to have that too? Okay. Not the best workout equipment. I don't think they're serious about working out. This is, wow, this is the man cave here. Okay, this is top floor. Look at these guns here. Look at that lounge. Look at them deer. Look at the bar. Oh, it's something, ain't this? This is just man right here. I like these tables. This is, most of the time you see, let's go back to this table. So most of the time these tables are like a little bit, mostly wood and a little bit of epoxy to fill in. This one is mostly epoxy with a little bit of wood. It's like, what do we do with these end pieces here? I know, we'll just fill in the rest and make a table. But little man cave here. Look, he's got a security camera at his bar right there. You see the security camera? Obviously, kind of on the conservative. It looks like this guy. Guns and alcohol typically don't go well together. My advice is keep those separate. But it's a macho look. That's for sure. Look at that. This is like maybe leather. Look at the casing. All right. Here's a clue. All right, go back. So, number one, look at this thing. You see this safe room over here? Yeah. They don't really show what this is, but I have a clue. Earmuffs, goggles. Earmuffs, goggles. I bet this is a shooting range. It's probably a shooting range that goes back the whole length of this right here, back behind it. Yep, that's what I'm willing to bet that is. Don't know because they never show it. But this is nice. This is quite manly something. It looks like, look, looks like you need some more shelving or storage or something. You just got bags and bags of stuff out here. Okay, that looks great. Looks like you're a Bass Pro Shop or something, but you got a bunch of junk just out here. And if you ever work on guns and you want to clean them and grease them and oil them, it's I don't know if you'd be wanting to do it right here. And there's not really a good spot. It's a little bit dirty, so you'd kind of want like a little bit of a dirty spot area to kind of work on your guns. But that's just me. Maybe this is just like the showroom area. But look at the surveillance cameras. So he can sit here at his desk and watch all the surveillance cameras going around. He's got full control of them over here. He can see everything, all his boats, everything. Basic. Okay. Get your server. I can't tell. Is this a computer server or is that a stereo system of some sort? I think it's a computer server wall. Conference room. Maybe that's where he cleans his guns at. Right there at the conference room table. So he's talking about if you're a serious buyer, you can see what's in there. I think I already know. It also might be a panic room too. That's another thing too. But this floor is amazing. This floor is really nice. I would have liked to have seen this wood inlay, 3 different types of wood inlay in other parts of the house. Might be tile, but I don't think so. And so I figured out what it is. I am willing to bet that these paneling, that this is bulletproof glass right here. Yep. So you can't tell me you're going to have a security system like that and a armament like that, and this is probably bulletproof glass. Look how thick that is. It's double pane, which would be great, because look, you can see out of it, but then you're protected. That's a nice little patio area right there. I like that. I like this one better than that other one at the bedroom, where it's the stupid brown chairs. These at least this looks like really comfortable, and it's low profile. I like a nice view. I like your now third to. But look, there's your neighbor. Hi, neighbor. You know, you can see straight through too. Look, you can see them walking around in their bedroom. So that's the house. You're overlooking the pool. You're overlooking everything. This is $40 million. It's a very small lot. It's an incredible house. It's making use of the space. This is for a certain type of client. I do like it. I would take it. I don't think it's worth $40 million though. There's other places in Florida, other lots, other houses where you're going to get a lot more for your money. I feel, and I actually feel it has some better amenities and better decor and better finishes, and rather than this one. So that's it. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.